Turki menjadi salah satu negara yang memain peran yang signifikan di konferensi tingkat tinggi luar biasa Organisasi Kerjasama Islam kelima. Beberapa saat lalu, saya mendapat kesempatan wawancara eksklusif dengan Wakil Perdana Menteri Turki Numan Kurtulmus. Beberapa hal yang dibahas antara lain adalah kesepakatannya untuk mendekatkan diplomasi dengan negara-negara yang bergabung dalam OKI dan juga solusi pemerintah Turki dalam menangani krisis pengungsi dan melawan ISIS. Excellency, Mr. Numan Kurtulmus would like to first preface this by saying thank you very much for joining us here on our world-known CNN Indonesia. So my first question for you would be, how would you describe your trip here to Indonesia?
Well, actually, it is amazing. I came the day before, and yesterday I visited Yachya, the historical sites of the Indonesian culture. We visited Yachya, Keraton Palace of Sultan. And also we visited two religious sites, one Buddhist site and the other Hindu site. It was really very impressive. I was impressed a lot. So although we have a long distance between two countries, Turkey and Indonesia, we have some similarities. You have huge historical and traditional backgrounds of your nation. And also we as Turkish nation, we have huge, deep historical, cultural traditions. So we felt that you have the same. You have the same huge historical background. It is really amazing trip. It was really amazing trip for me.
And Your Excellency, how would Turkey enhance cooperations with the OIC, or the Organization of Islamic Cooperation members?
As you know, Turkey is one of the founder states of the OIC. So we have very good relations bilaterally and organizationally with the OIC. Organization and OIC countries. We intend to improve our mutual and multilateral relations with the OIC countries. So we have common goals, we have common future, and also we have the past common historical perspective to reapproach to solve the problems of today. So Turkey is ready to cooperate with all different nations inside OIC organization, especially the topic of this organization, the problem of Palestinians. We have to concentrate on to solve the problems of Palestinians, to concentrate how to solve the problem of between Palestinian and Israel state, and we have to defend the rights of the Palestinian state as a state and the Palestinian individuals as individuals to protect human rights violations and to reduce the Palestinian cultures again and to represent the Palestinian cultures to the world. So it is very good project. It was a very good project. We congratulate the Indonesian government. Actually, we appreciate to the Indonesian leadership to be host to the 5th extraordinary conference on Quds and Masjid al-Aqsa.
And Your Excellency, what are the developments as well as the solutions that Turkey is willing to propose on the dire current refugee crisis issue?
Well, as you know, we have under the burden of the refugee crisis. Turkey, Jordan, and other neighboring countries have hosted more than approximately 8 million, 9 million Syrians. In Turkey, we have 3 million Syrians approximately. We provide them camps and we provide them healthcare facilities. We provide them some educational facilities. Actually, Turkey has already spent more than $9 billion US dollars for the refugees, Syrian refugees. But it is not only the responsibility of neighboring countries like Turkey and Jordan, it is the responsibility of the whole Islamic states. We want to share the responsibility of those refugees with all Islamic countries and with some wealthy nations, wealthy countries. But unfortunately, because of the lack of the proper perspective, especially in some Western countries, most of the policy makers in Western countries do accept refugee issue as a kind of problem for the Easterners. So it is not the problem of Easterners. It is not the problem of Syrian people. It is not the problem of the regional countries. It is actually one of the biggest problem of the whole universe, whole international community. So it has the potential of so many dangers, including terrorism and political unrest and political instability, not only in the regional countries, also in some countries geographically far away from the Syrian crisis. Refugee problem for the European continent is the byproduct of the political instability in Syria and refugee crisis in Syria. And also if we don't find proper solutions how to solve the problems of the refugees from Syria, from other parts, so we cannot avoid so many political and social dangers in our country.
Well, Your Excellency, with the increasing number of terrorist crimes increasing so far, how would you describe the future of the fight against ISIS as well as other terrorist organizations?
Well, again, we need a new perspective to solve the problem of terrorism. From our perspective, the problem of terrorism is not only the problem of the terrorist organizations. This is the result. We have to concentrate on the deep reasons of the atmosphere which created terrorist organizations, such as the invasion of countries, such as income inequalities, huge income inequalities in those countries, political unrest in Syria, in Iraq, in neighboring countries, created social atmosphere, social base, popular base for the terrorist organizations. So if the invasion of Afghanistan, first by Russians, then by Americans, would not be happened, it is very clear that such an organization like Al-Qaeda will not be exist. So we have the same scenario in Syria. We have to fight with terrorist organizations. It is very clear. Turkey is still under very heavy fighting with different terrorist organizations. Turkey is under the threat of different strong terrorist organizations like Daesh, ISIL, PKK, and other Marxist organizations. But those are the results. Daesh is the result of political, economic instability and unrest in the regional countries. So we have to concentrate on how to solve the problem of political problems of Syrian people. How can we create new peaceful process, stability, economic and political stability in Syria and Iraq. So if we concentrate on the deep reasons of the terrorist organizations, we can find the best solution to fight with the terrorist organizations.
Your Excellency, we'd like to extend our gratitude. Thank you very much to be speaking with us on CNN Indonesia.
It is my pleasure to be here in Indonesia, in Jakarta. Please convey my best regards to the Indonesian people. Deepest and warmest, sincere salam to our Indonesian brothers and sisters.
Your Excellency, thank you very much.
You.